Hey guys, we're back with the final part of 2 for the Chase HQ on the Amstrad Longplay in review. And this time we're after a blue two-seater speeding towards the suburbs. Hold on man, just left a bit of gap there just so you can hear the sample speech once more. And as promised, I'd just have a quick look at what happened to Ocean Software. Yeah, it looks like they sold themselves to Infogrames in 1996, and according to the wiki article, renamed themselves to Infogrames UK. Which is a shame. They should have kept the Ocean brand. I don't think anyone gave a fuck about Infogrames, but the Ocean name certainly carried a lot of weight at the time. And then apparently in 2004 they became Atari UK, and is now known as just Atari Incorporated. So there you go, sort of ended up as part of Atari. And you can still find a lot of the Ocean staff on a website called theoceanexperience.co.uk. They're all chatting on a forum there, and they're quite happy to answer questions from the general public, shall we say. So it's quite a good little place to check out there. Just saying, there's actually a website called oceansoftware.co.uk. Now there's nothing on there. But apparently it was sold, according to oceansoftware.co.uk, it was sold to Infogrames for £100 million. Wow. Looks like the John Woods, who started the company, he made a right packet there. In fact, John Woods was actually a programmer as well. You can find him on credits for quite a few games, like the Addams Family on the Amstrad. So he obviously liked to get his hands dirty as well. Anyway, enough about Ocean, back to the game. I like to, especially on the final stages, save the first turbo until I'm right close to the guy, so I can get a bit of speed and get a few hits in straight away. You can usually catch up with the guy without using the turbo, as long as you don't crash a few times or whatever. I've lost a bit of speed there, so I'm not going to waste time trying to catch up with him. It takes a bit of time, so we're going to use the turbo and just get right back up there and get a few hits on him quick. You want to be up near halfway on the damage meter there when you reach about 30 seconds. So we're on target here, thankfully. Now, if I remember from the instructions for Chase HQ, I think there's somewhere you get a special bonus. Well, first of all, I know if you pass enough cars, you get bonus points, and they multiply up each time. I'm not sure how far that goes. But as for that special bonus, I've never found it. I suspect it might be the bits where you're sort of driving through the country and there's sort of like bushes and stuff sort of left and right of the centre of the road. Perhaps you need to navigate all the way through there without knocking any of the obstructions in the road like that. Who knows? I've never found it, but it doesn't make a mention of some kind of special bonus in the instructions. At least I'm sure it does. I remember spending ages as a kid trying to work out where that was. Probably never existed. Cool, so we've caught up with him. Naughty little kidnapper. And it's time for the final level. Eastern Bloc spy we're after now, fleeing from Washington. to the suburbs again. But we don't know what the target vehicle is.
Go, Mr. Driver.
Yeah, back to the classic, let's go, Mr. Driver. Nice. Anything else quickly about the game? It was released by Taito in, when was it? I think it was 1988, yeah. And we're playing the role of a police officer named Tony Gibson, which probably might be a nod to Mel Gibson in the Lethal Weapon films, which you'll see in the end-game pictures. And your partner is Raymond Brody, apparently. And of course we're driving a classic Porsche 928, one of my favourite cars of all time. But I'm not going to bang on about cars again like I've done the last couple of vids. Oh. Right, I've naffed this level up. But I think we're still going to catch him though, before time runs out. Squeaky tyre always gets on your nerves a bit. Obviously Nancy pops up when you got about 15 seconds left to berate you for being too slow. Snardy bitch. I'm going to save a turbo boost very shortly. I'm going to use it about now-ish. Oh, look at that skill there. Whoa! Check that out. He took off into space and jumped 2 hills. That was definitely the right moment to use that turbo. Yeah, check my skill out. Woo! We're sticking around about the 230, 250 miles per hour speed there in the tight bends. You have to be careful, these cars in the last 2 stages. They tend to draw you in and suddenly speed off, leaving you flying into an obstacle or a sugar. Well, can't wait around there, so going to use a final turbo to catch up, otherwise we'll never do it. Sugar, I only managed to get 2 hits and we smacked another car. It's going to be a close one, chaps. But we're only at 30 seconds and over half his damage is up there. Oh, I forgot to mention the physics in this game as well. You know, can't fault it. Exactly like you know, in real life, when you come to a bend, decelerate before you bend, accelerate out the bend. The car, you know, if you still accelerating around a bend, the car will start drifting away. Take your foot off the pedal and you know, it will hold onto the road. Brilliant. Although very, very, very slightly sluggish controls, you do feel like right, I've started turning and it's like a half a second or a second later you feel the car actually moving across the road. That's only a minor quibble. Anyway, we've got 10 seconds left and looks like we've got about maybe 2, maybe 3 more hits to get on him. It's gonna be tight. Looks like 1 more hit. Here we go. Come on. 4, 3, 2. We did it. 2 seconds to spare. Man, when I was playing this, the adrenaline pumping through me, going, "Come on, come on! We've only got a second to go." It's great that a game can make you feel like that. You know, really get the heart pumping and the excitement. Not many games can do that, and not many games you're beating with like a second or half a second to spare. Anyway, we've completed it. Woohoo! It's time for the ending, which is pretty good. It's pretty okay. Let's see what Nancy has to say. Yeah, looks like Lethal Weapon is a bit of an inspiration there. Looks like Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. Although that looks more like Magnum PI or Tom Selleck meets Mel Gibson. But we are playing as Tony Gibson in the game anyway, so it's pretty obvious that that's an inspiration. So yeah, there's the ending. You know, at least they've put a fair amount of stuff there for the end. Not exactly, you know, the greatest ending ever, but you know, at least it gives you some decent congratulations and some pictures and stuff. So, you know, well done Ocean, well done John O'Brien and Bill Harbison. Another brilliant product from Ocean and their programming team there. I have to give this, well, I'm going to give this a score. I'm going to give this 10 out of 10. You can't get a better arcade conversion onto an 8-bit machine, and this is absolutely fantastic. 10 out of 10. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Cheers, bye.